Hello, I'm Ed Overstreet. Welcome to the Night Sky Imaging YouTube channel. And I'm imaging the sun, and it's daytime. So let's head over to my screen, and I will show you as soon as I can bring her up here. There you go. We're on the sun, and we are kind of concentrating on this one sunspot right here. So I'm going to close this out here and move it north and maybe a little bit south, and then we're going to need to bring it down, which is west, which actually moves the sun up. I'm going to pause right now because we're actually capturing, and now we're not. So let's move it here, and we're going to have to come back south. It's hard to get it to move in deck sometimes. A little bit more. Just in time. Because we're now capturing. I'm going to bring the exposure up just a little bit, and I'm going to raise the gain to say 88, brighten it just a tad. I've been imaging most of the day. I'm doing a time lapse. I did one for this morning. I had another jet fly through and photobombed my image. I'm going to single that one AVI file up and put it on my Facebook channel. They're kind of cool to see. But there's there's a number of pretty radical looking problems and that are jetting off of the surface, and so I'm actually imaging those as well, although it does not look like it. When I process this, I'll be able to bring that data out, but it's there. It looks dark right now, but that data is there, just waiting to be grabbed, and I'm going to do just that. I'll bring up my focuser and see if we can improve that a little bit. Let's move 10 steps out, and I think that helps some. We may need to move north just a little bit again. And not wanting to move, and east. Okay, but we're getting some swirling action on the surface of the sun. You really can't see it in just this one continuous AVI. You have to file. You have to put it together over in a time lapse over a period of time to see the swirling on the surface. But it is definitely there. That plasma is just moving around. This is our gas giant star. Nothing but a helium and hydrogen nuclear explosion, hydrogen bomb. And filaments are jetting off of the surface. I call them prominences. I'm not sure I know the difference between a solar mass ejection and a prominence or solar filament. I kind of think they're used interchangeably, but I know there is a distinct difference. And the serious solar imagers and solar students can correct me. Okay, we're going to need to move the mount a little east and north. And now north. Oop, too much. Once it gets going, it gets to going. Okay. And we should start capturing in 2 seconds. We're capturing at about 80 frames per second, and here we go. And so far on this afternoon run, I had a meridian flip about 12:15, and so my area of imaging shifted from the bottom right to the top left. I'll have to align these images first in PixInsight, and after I process them in AutoStacker, I'll go into PixInsight and I'll align the images in PixInsight. But I'll use other software programs, as in IMPPG and PIPP to finish the processing and create the GIF file. Okay, we're going to need to go east a little bit. It's move the sun down, and we're going to need to move north a little bit again. You're capturing, so that's close enough. And you don't have to be exact. I try to get it exact. It gives me something to do while I'm doing these long time lapses, because it does help the stacking process, the alignment process, not stacking, and it minimizes the amount of cropping that's going to have to be done when it is aligning. So that's a plus, but you have to nurse the mount throughout the entire imaging session to do that. And again, that gives me something to do while I'm doing this. Now I've connected my Celestron AVX mount using the ASCON driver to SharpCap, so I can control, right now I have it on solar guiding, and so I can, when you're on solar, it does a better job of tracking the sun. Where I polar aligned, it would do even a better job in DEC, but as a result of not being, we're only close, and but close really doesn't, it's better than not being close, but you need to, in astro imaging, arc minutes are precious, and when you're 10, 15, 20 arc minutes off in polar alignment, it's easy to be that. When you bump the mount, you're just putting covers on it and just overall handling the equipment around the mount. You move it about once every week or two. I'll polar align. The my mounts stay up year round. I use Telegizmo 360 covers, and secure them really good. They've been through temperatures in the teens and temperatures 100 and above. They've been in hurricanes. We live in South Carolina, and although we rarely in our neck of the woods, upstate South Carolina, get a direct impact, we've had some serious winds, rains, and tornadoes that have spun off. And so far so good. I can't say enough good things about the Telegizmo 365s. I'll take you out there and show you if I can get my outside. See if I can fire this up. Log on. These are the covers. This is my observatory dome. There is a camera outside, obviously, taking this picture. And my neighbor must be running her lawnmower because I can hear it. This is the telescope on the far right that's uncovered. These two are on piers, but this is my grab and go AVX mount. And right now I have two solar scopes on it. One's a Solar Scout, and the other is a 65 EDQ with the quark chromosphere attached to it. And there's moonlight focusers that are there. Here comes the lawnmower. We'll fix that real quick. And I can show you my scopes, solar scopes. I think they're right here. There you go. The Scout's on top, and on the bottom is the 65 EDQ. And of course, the cameras, this is a 174 camera attached to the quark chromosphere and the moonlight focuser. And this is the 224, ASI 224 mono planetary camera that I use. And it's attached to the Solar Scout. And this device right here, although Daystar, which is the manufacturer, says it's not a chromosphere, it's very close to it. I don't know what else it could be, but they say it's definitely not. That it's unique just to the Solar Scout. But it does a really good job of solar imaging. So I said it was a mono. This is a color camera. I have a mono, but this one happens to be a color camera. I'm going to need to move my mount east a little bit before it starts. Oop, wrong way. West was the direction before it starts capturing again. And a little north. Too much. Let's come back south. And we're capturing right now. I'll have to come back south some more. That particular AVI file is going to be messed up. Yeah, there we go. I need to take you back here to there you go. Forgot I left you outside with the solar scopes. Here we are. I had to reposition this. You didn't miss much, but that's about it. I've taken I took 330 files this morning, and I've taken about 85 since I flipped them out, and so I'll take another 120, 30 this afternoon, and so I'll have 2 sets of data to the line, Day a lot of work, but it's a lot of fun to fool with on cloudy nights. That's when I'll process it, and I'll put it on AstroBin and my Facebook page. My AstroBin account is Nikon Shooter, and my Facebook page is just Ed Overstreet, I guess. I think it's what it is. Okay, guys, well, that's about it. I thank you for dialing in and taking a look at what I'm doing, and I'll catch you next time I am online.